Are there any spirits in here? Will you talk to me? What's your name? We'll be back. We're going to spend a weekend here. Hopefully you talk to us. Thank you.
These EVPs are really tough to hear, but having listened to EVPs for a long time, probably 17, 18 years, I do believe these are EVPs. They're just quiet. So, I'd classify these as probably, level 4 bordering on level 5 because, they're really not that clear. It sounds to me like a man, and he sounds like, his voice is really gruff and really low and very quiet. But I'm going to put on there what I think I'm hearing. Like I said, it's iffy with something with an EVP of this quality, but I do think I hear something. And, somebody else could listen to it and think they heard something completely different, or could say, I can't understand any of it. It's just, when you get this level, it's just basically, speculation. But I'm going to put on the screen what I hear.
Are there any spirits in here? Will you talk to me? What's your name? We'll be back. We're going to spend a weekend here. Hopefully you talk to us. Thank you.
So, who is this spirit? If the responses are what I think I heard, then he doesn't seem very accommodating, doesn't seem very happy that we're there, and apparently he doesn't want to have anything to do with us or talk to us.
Oh yeah, I want to try this light.
There's a little book to see. Now, would you prefer a light or no light?
No, this is fine.
Hey, tell me what this does, Mike. Is that flooding your camera?
No.
Is it lighting it up? Let me see.
Yeah, actually I can see more. What did I do? Screw it. Okay, we're going. Todd, you got your audio running?
Yeah.
Do you want to run the spirit box?
Let me ask some questions first.
Okay.
Are there any spirits in here, spirit people, in this room that would like to talk to us? Please feel free to come and talk. We have some instruments that may be able to pick up your voice. What's your name? I'm Mike. Why are you here at this place? Do you know the people that own it? Phil and Anita? That was the screen door in the background, I think. That's Liz in the background, I think. Where is she?
I think she's out on the porch.
And her voice carries.
That was me snickering.
Anybody wants to talk, feel free to do so. How long have you been here? Liz, we're running audio.
That tarantula's coming down that rope thing you were teasing him with.
Liz?
Okay, Jim,
Careful.
don't come this way.
Yeah.
What? Don't come this way. I can't see a fucking thing. Go around. Yeah,
Hey, let's switch
flashlight.
to.
You know, we're running audio.
Sorry, Jim needs a flashlight.
Yeah. That lit it up nicely.
Yeah.
And our eyes and.
Careful, you're going to twist my ankle again.
How's it turning?
You can take it.
Oh.
That's Jan breathing. Still Jan. Anyone want to talk? We're back to you again. Focusing on you. Who's that?
It was me. I said I gotta go. I'm gonna start coughing.
You guys feel anything in here, Terry? Todd?
Not too much.
No, not really. Let's try the spirit box though in here.
Crank it out. Can you see?
Yeah, cut the light.
Get the power.
I got the power. That is power, right? Yeah, bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
Maybe his battery's shot. Well, let's go get batteries in it and we'll come back.
Hold on. What kind is it?
Can't remember if it's triple or double. It's triple.
Alright, I'll run, put some in and come right back.
Okay.
I thought I had enough in my recorder, but I don't. Alright, hold on.
Holds 3.
Okay, I'll be quick.
Jen, you got your camera?
Yeah.
You want to snap? Yeah, got it, girl. Does this light affect your pictures any?
I'm not sure.
Talk to us. You know where this coffin came from? Is it real? That was one of us. Is there anything you want to tell Phil and Nia? Phil's sitting right here. You can tell him.
I'm here listening.
That's Terry in the background. That was Jan. That's Liz. Oh, that's probably a bug. That's still Liz and Terry. They're talking in the background again. Does it work?
Yep.
Yay.
You want on the speaker external?
Hmm?
You want on external speaker?
Mm-hmm. You hear a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Forward. FM forward.
FM forward.
Yeah, hold it down. Press it and hold it down.
I'm looking for it. Sweep.
Yeah. Forward sweep.
That's about good, right?
Hit forward.
Did you? Where is it? Sweep right, backlight, sweep reverse. Oh,
So let go. There it's going.
is that cool? Fast enough?
Mm-hmm. You may be able to talk to us over that device Terry's got. See if you can use it to talk.
Will you talk to us? What's your name? Is anyone here? How many spirits are here? Can you say anything to us?
What can you tell me about this coffin?
Do you know Phil? We're not here to harm or mean disrespect. We just want to talk to you. Nothing is cool. That's me talking. That's cool.
No, nothing over that.
I'll head over.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna turn this off if you don't talk to us.
Gonna hold it.
Nope.
Well,
You usually
I don't
get
feel anything in here.
something on it, huh?
Yeah. I wonder if the building is.
It might be. But if they use that background, static to talk, where they had plenty of static there.
There's not much interference with radio stations either.
Can we go in this one, Phil?
Sure.
Well, that's what we're here for. Oh, there's a rock right there.
Yeah, don't step on that. Go where Terry is. Hello. We're just visiting.
Should I turn that off?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Why don't you go ahead and leave it on? It won't bother anything. Might help people be able to see. Might help Jan. Are there any spirit people in here? We're just here to talk. We don't mean to disturb you. What was that? Nice. What was one of that? Let me get in there, Todd.
Mike, I'm gonna try spirit box in here, okay?
Okay, give it a second. Let me.
Okay.
Hello. Is there anyone in here? That was one of us. Will you talk to me, please? Whose clothes are these? Okay, I'm shutting the door. Okay, now it's just you and me. Who's in here with me? Are you a woman? A lot of dresses in here. Old dresses. Some hats. Are you a man? How long have you been here? If you're a lady, did you own any of these dresses? Kate, are you in here? Sure like to hear from you. What do you think of these dresses, Kate? Any of these look like something you'd wear? Okay, I'm going to let it run for about 30 more seconds and then I'm going to leave. So if you want to talk to me, let me hear your voice, please go ahead. Okay, I'm going to leave. I told you I would. Don't mean to bother anybody. Thank you. It felt different than the first time I walked in there. You want to run it?
What does it feel like? Different? I mean, different, better, or worse?
I didn't feel much. I just felt like I was in there by myself. Maybe not, though. You want to try the spirit box?
Are there any spirits here that want to communicate with us? If so, if you come by this device, we can pick up your voice. Will you talk to us? Are there any spirits in here? Can you say that again? 2? Are you in this back area? Are there any spirits back here? Can you talk to me? My name's Terry. I don't mean any harm or disrespect. I just want to talk to you. See if you're here. Will you talk to us? Can you tell us your name?
Did you tell what that
Couldn't
was?
tell.
Sounded like a male.
Can you repeat that? How long have you been here? Hello? Please say something to us. Do you want to talk to Phil? He's with us. Come on, give us something. Do you not just want to, you don't want to talk to us? Fried chicken. Okay.
That sounds like hello to me.
There you go. You're figuring it out. How long have you been here?
Are you a woman? That was jam.
I'm going to say something. I can see it right up your face from the screen.
Take it away tonight. Okay.
Come on, please talk to us. Let us know you're here. We're not here to disturb you, harm you in any way.
We just want to hear your voice.
But we want to hear your voice, hear your story. Hey Mike, how do you slow us down?
Sweep rate.
Can you use that now and talk to us? Nope. Let's try a different spot.
Yeah, my battery's going. I'm gonna go get the other battery.
Okay.
There's.
Now, would you prefer a light or no light?
No, this is fine.
Napkin pile. Napkin pile.
Oh, that's probably a bug. Oh, that's probably a bug. At first, I thought this was a bug from looking at it on the small screen from the camera. But looking at it now on the bigger screen and slowing it down, I don't think it's a bug. I think that might be a spirit light. And I don't see any wings. I don't see any legs. I don't see any flapping going on of wings. It just looks like an elongated light anomaly. And I've seen these before. So maybe it's a bug, but I don't think so.
Will you talk to us?
Are there any spirit people in here? We're just here to talk. We don't mean to disturb you.
Mike, I'm gonna try a spirit box in here, okay?
Okay, give it a second. Let me.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Will you talk to me, please? Will you talk to me, please?
Are there any spirits in here? Can you say that again? 2? Can you say that again? 2?
That sounds like hello to me. That sounds like hello to me.
How long have you been here? How long have you been here?
Are you a woman? That was Jan. Are you a woman? That was Jan. As the video shows, we picked up some pretty good evidence that's shown in this Part 5 video from the Cochise Hotel. We didn't pick up a whole lot in that museum. You know, we picked up some EVPs, but they were, like I'd mentioned in the video, they were level 4 or level 5, so it was kind of tough to pick out what was possibly being said. But it did sound like there was a male in there, and it did sound like he just basically wanted us to go back home. Now, when we went into the laundry, we picked up one going in that I thought was pretty amazing. Now, a couple of those, 2 of those EVPs that we picked up in there, I think were level 3. Now, the first one we picked up, they were both from a male. The first one we picked up was just when we were walking in there. And it was an interesting thing that he said, because we hadn't mentioned anything about hell. And it's just the first time I've ever picked up an EVP where the spirit said this. Now this, like I said, this is level 3, so I have pretty high confidence that this is what's being said. And he says, "You're going to ask me about hell." Like he's asking us a question. Hey guys, you going to ask me about hell? Now, I don't know why he'd say that. Maybe it's because he's, had that before. There have been ghost hunting teams or paranormal teams there before, and that was one of the things they asked. I don't know, but I thought it was interesting that he said that. And then later in there, when I was talking out loud trying to get them to talk. And I asked them if they had something to say, to Phil, one of the owners. And the response we get, again, from a male, he says, I ain't messing with nobody. And again, that was a level 3 and pretty clear, so I feel pretty confident about that. And the light anomaly that we picked up there in the laundry. Now, at first when I saw it on that small screen, as I mentioned in the video, I thought it was probably a bug because it was so big and bright. But when I looked back at it, and got it on the computer and looked at it on a bigger screen, I don't think that's a bug. Now, there's something right at the beginning as it takes off. It looks like, it might be a wing or something, but as it continues on, it just looks like, a elongated light anomaly. And one of my theories, it's just a theory, because I don't know how I would prove it. Maybe I could catch some evidence to do that. But anyway, I've caught a few of these that are big and bright, and some of them are fast, some of them go a little slower, but they look like there's a lot of energy in it when you compare it to some of the other light anomalies that that we think are spirit energy moving. Now, my theory is that I think that in order to move, they have to take this form to go from place to place, and they show up, but they only, at least the only place I've caught them is when it's on IR light. Now, this one was big, and it was bright, and if it wasn't a bug, which, again, I don't think it was, it had to be a spirit of a lot of energy. Now, I don't know if that means, angelic. Maybe, because I do believe we have angelic help with us on our investigations, but whoever or whatever this was, if it was not a bug, this was a strong spirit. I think it was a great catch. It's one of the better ones. I remember the one we caught coming out of the basement at the Magma Hotel. We couldn't get in that door. The door was locked. The lady that worked there, the young lady, was trying to let us in, and she had the key and she had the combination to the lock, because it was a double lock system, and no matter what she did, she couldn't get in. And once that big light came flying out of there, all of a sudden we could get in. So that was another really bright one that we caught. But bottom line, I don't think that was a bug. I think that was a very high energy spirit of some sort. Now, in the photo studio, just as we were walking in, again, we get an EVP, and this sounds like let's see, how would I describe it? Country guy? Country boy? Sound like a cowboy. And, I was saying that, we didn't mean any harm or something like that. I can't remember exactly what my wording was, but, we were just coming there to try and talk to him, and it sounds to me like he says, I don't give a shit. Now, the shit word is real soft and right at the end. It's hard to hear, but the I don't give a is definitely there, so I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying. So I think that's another level 3. And another EVP we got in there, again, sounded like a male, and he sounded like he was frustrated, and all he said was, one more effing night. And to me, I had mentioned that we were going to be there for 2 nights, and it sounds to me like, he would be happier when we were gone, and he was saying, basically we got one more effing night to go, and then they'll be gone. And then the other one we got was pretty quiet. I'm not as confident about this one, but it's when I was in that back room there in the photo studio, which also was John Rath's old home. And John Rath is the one that founded Cochise, and he's also the one that built the hotel. But anyway, it sounded like a female to me, and it sounded like she said not likely. And that was when I was asking, if somebody was going to talk to me. And it sounded to me like the EVP said not likely. Now, we did get some spirit box results in there too, in that photo studio / John Rath's home. And when Terry asked, how many spirits were there, he got a pretty clear response that sounded like to me from a male that said 2. So he was saying there were 2 spirits in there. And then we got one that sounded like it was from a female. We were just trying to get him to talk, and it sounded like she said hello. And then another one where Terry asked, how long have you been here? And there was a little bit of time in between. And then again, it sounded like a female. And this also was a pretty good one, I think. And she said, too long. And she'd been there too long. And then when I asked, "Are you a woman?" and we got the response, "Yeah," that sounded to me like a female, but she had kind of a little gruff voice. But anyway, we got those spirit box ones in there. So pretty interesting sessions on this video. We did get quite a bit of pretty good stuff, some level 3 EVPs, and some pretty good responses on the spirit box. So all in all, I was pretty pleased with this when I went through and put all this together for this video. So that's the end of part 5. Hope you'll join us for part 6. It'll be coming up hopefully before too long. See ya.
You want to talk to Phil? He's with us.